everybody, James the D Guy from More Motorsports with another tech tip of the day. Today I'm going to be talking about cooling your radiator system with air. Obviously, radiators need air to cool them down. That is how they work. Today I'm going to show you a quick, easy, cheap, effective tip to help cool your system down without spending an outrageous amount of money on fan shrouds and a lot of relocation work. This tip doesn't cure all overheating problems commonly associated with turbocharged heat, excess heat from the turbocharger. This tip is a very easy, very simple tip, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Here we go. Okay, so today what I'm trying to show you is the radiator is awful close to the downpipe in this specific 1991 Honda Civic turbocharged vehicle. As you can see how close it is, no more than an inch away, if less than that. So my problem is, with my hood on, my car gets excess temperatures during wide open throttle runs of 225 degrees, which is pretty hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I pretty much solved the problem of the overheating issue. I cut a hole in the little piece that goes, it's a two-piece bumper. This little piece right here sits above the bumper. I cut it out about the size of the radiator with a saw, like a sawzall. And it may not be the prettiest thing, but it did help drop 2 degrees. That wasn't enough for me. 2 degrees is nice, but it's not enough. So I ended up painting the radiator black. Saw about a 5-degree decrease. So my operating temperature was around 215 through traffic, you know, sitting, going, all that good stuff. So I dropped down to about 210 just by painting, you know, simple stuff like the radiator, and I did the intercooler painting, which did decrease temperature under wide open throttle, and it helped a lot, especially in sitting traffic. But we're not talking about the radiator or intercooler right now. We are talking about the radiator only. So as you can see down here, I have 2 little air induction tubes flush against the radiator, zip tied together so they don't move around, and they stay there. They have not moved since I installed them. I have them ran all the way over to right over here where it sucks cool air up from the front of the bumper around the intercooler. It's away from it because right here the intercooler blocks airflow, so it's kind of hard to get air to the radiator, thus causing my overheating issue I used to have. Also installing a turbo blanket. They were about, I think, $40 maybe less on eBay. It has worked perfectly. I have not had an issue with it. It did decrease temperatures under the hood temperatures. But today, I want to show you how I set up this. I simply went to AutoZone, paid $20 for a induction tube for the cold air intake system, and I cut it in half. When I cut it in half, it's more of like a quarter, not a half. When I cut it in half, I simply ran it down here. As you can see, there it is, sitting right above, out of the way of the intercooler to suck air from over here. Also, on that side. This little trick right here has saved me so much overheating. And I'm sure it could work on other vehicles, but make sure it's flush against the radiator, and on the other side is the fan, pulling air through those vents. This tip does work, and trick does work very well. If I turn on my fan, you will notice it sucks air through them, and I have a way of testing this theory with a lighter. A lighter held up to the ports, you will see it try to suck the flame in. So let me get the lighter. So I'm about to turn the fans on so you can see how much airflow we get out of these tubes. let me get a closer look for you guys. With it just sitting here, it is kind of moving towards there. When I put it up here, there it goes, sucking the flame into the port. Works also through the intercooler. You can see it's kind of going through it a little bit, not so much. And this time, goes straight up through there. As you can see, it does suck cooler airflow from the ports. Works well on both ports. As you can see the flame, sucking up air into the port. And of course, last but certainly not least, the radiator. Look at how much airflow we've got here. Obviously plenty of airflow. So much I can't light the lighter in front of it. Which is good. That means a good fan that pulls enough CFM through. Now, I will shut the hood and show you how much this air induction cooling device, whatever you want to call it, how much it actually sucks air through there. Okay, with the hood shut and lighter ready, as we go, you can see sucking air through, and then no more air sucking. And then we're back to sucking air into it. Works pretty effectively for cooling the motor. So remember, my name's James D. Guy, and this was the tech tip of the day.